What a start to 2026. Had my first wedding, been for a dunk, and today I am editing their sneak peeks. Welcome to the first vlog, everybody. One of my goals for 2026 was to start vlogging. I am a serial vlog consumer, and I actually have not been able to find any photographers that vlog. I also just want to see like the behind the scenes of their life. I want to see what their lifestyle is like, what their routine is from wedding through to editing, through to delivering the gallery, delivering albums. Like that's all the stuff that I want to see, and I want to, like, photographers that I look up to. I'm like, what does your life look like? Like from a highlight reel, it obviously looks glamorous to everyone, doesn't it? Everyone's highlight reel on Instagram looks glamorous. But you know that it's not, and you want to see the realness behind the business. I've just realised that I've got neighbours that are very close to me, and the windows are all open because it's a beautiful day and they can probably hear me talking to myself. We've just moved in, so I'm probably not giving off the most normal vibes, but that's okay because I'm not normal. Yesterday was my first wedding back for 2026. It was a Monday wedding, random. It's always nice to like actually have a wedding during the week because everyone else is working. Sorry, so I watch a lot of YouTubers play with their hair when they're filming, and I get it now. I think we're gonna slick you back because I keep playing with it, and nothing annoys me more when YouTubers play with their hair because I'm trying to concentrate on what you're saying and I'm just watching you play with your hair. Don't deserve long hair because I never wear it up. I mean, I never wear it down. Oh my God, what day is it? Oh my God. I've got someone messaging me about a wedding. It's very exciting, but I'll wait to see if I get it first before I tell you. Okay, we are not going to play with the hair anymore. Perfect. This is also soaking wet. I'm going to take this off. Hair up, top changed. We are ready to go. Oh, so now the face tracker's off. Maybe that's better though. Is that less annoying? I feel like the face tracker moving around is quite distracting, and this is maybe a little bit more easy to watch. Who knows? We will soon find out when I start getting hate comments. Please don't send me hate comments. I'm very sensitive. I feel very rusty at this. I do a lot of like face to camera content on my Instagram, but it's all like short form. It's very, you know, I've got a plan. It's like straight to the point, whereas this is like, I'm just in my house. I'm just cooking brekkie, making eggs, doing me, while also trying to add value. Can you hear someone coming? I get very nervous and awkward. You would have seen yesterday that I was actually going to start talking to you in the car, and I'd set my phone up to do that, and I was like, full disclaimer, I eat a lunch before I go into a wedding because it's such a big day and I do not get to eat until like 7 p.m. So I always my little routine is like I rock up to the wedding, I have a full lunch prepared, ready to go. And so I was like eating that and like about to talk to you, and then the videographer started walking over to my car. So I was like, embarrassing. Eggs are boiling. I need to time that. The whole point of me doing this, as I was saying, is to give you an idea of what my life is like behind my business. I feel very, very blessed and very lucky. I love my life so much. I'm originally from Melbourne. I moved to the Gold Coast. I've now been here for 3 years. Just bought a place here with my partner. My business is thriving. it's just going to get bigger now that I've started educating as well. It's probably, hopefully, the goal is for my business to literally double this year. Big goals, but that's what we're all about, is big. It's not unachievable. What's the word? Unrealistic. Imagine if I said big, unachievable goals. What a good start to an inspiring channel, Taylor. Wedding hangovers are a thing. If you are ever extremely exhausted the day after a wedding, it's okay. It's completely normal. So I've just been for my normal morning walk. I go for a dunk to wake myself up because now I have to go edit. So I do also have a meeting this morning at about 9:30. So I'm just making my breakfast, I'll have a coffee, I'll have my meeting, then I'll take you to the office. No pictures to see here, fam. No pictures to see here. You wouldn't believe it, but she was a barista for a moment there. What a waste that was. Alrighty. Let's book another wedding, shall we? My favourite. Really gets me in the mood, you know? Gets me in the entrepreneurial mood. Terrible positioning, Taylor. All part of the process. We're learning. Right, let's set you up somewhere where you can come along to my meeting. This is going to be at a bit of an awkward angle. I'll just sit on the floor. Nothing I haven't done before. Do I do the face tracker again? Let's just do a bit of a mixture and see what annoys me less, basically. Where'd you go? That's wild. What has technology become? So my bookings are actually full for 2026, but you know, Gal's got a mortgage now, so when inquiries come through for 2026, if it fits into my schedule nicely and I vibe with the couple, I'm just gonna take it. One more year of hustle mode while I build up the education side of my business, and then we can relax a bit on weddings. The goal for 2027, got some personal goals which I can share with you another time, but due to personal goals, we need less weddings. This year I'll probably end up with 40, which the goal was 30. All right, jumping into the meeting. Let's see if this link works. Technical difficulties, day one of meetings. Typical. Here we go. Hi, darling.
Hi, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Look, I think there were going to be 40 people, but it's probably going to look like 50 because everyone that we're inviting seems to be wanting to come.
Everyone wants to escape Melbourne in winter, let's be honest.
Yeah, nothing of getting ready or me getting my makeup done. I'm not.
Yeah, I would rather capture emotion and personality in the morning. So, like, you're going to have your kids with you, you'll have your family with you. So, like, for me, I would, instead of me off in the corner taking photos of a jacket that you're never going to look at, I would rather, like, maybe he's got one of the kids with him and, like, they're getting ready together and it's, like, capturing that.
The ceremony will be at 3 and sunset is at 5. Open to your thoughts, actually, on whether you think that's enough time because...
Yeah, and you don't want to feel rushed. Being such like an intimate day as well, like it's got so much potential to be so relaxed. Yeah. So if we can tweak the timeline a tiny bit if it's needed.
Find anywhere on Pinterest or the internet anybody having done this in like glasses before.
No way. So, you're going to go viral for this, Dal. Yeah. I love that.
Is that really lame?
No. This is what the wedding industry needs, is people bringing themselves into their wedding. Like, darling, no, wait. I saw this photo and I was like, I need a couple to do this.
Oh, wow.
Can
you send that to me?
That looks quite cool.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Taylor.
You're welcome, darling. I'll email you shortly, and if you need anything else, you just let me know.
All right, that went well over time. Normally my meetings go for 30 minutes. That was an hour. But this is why I have changed my meetings from Zoom to Google, because when you get on a roll with a client, like you're bonding with them, you know, you're forming the friendship, you're forming the relationship. So, you know, I don't want to just set a time on that. Like every couple is so different to like warming up to you. And it's sort of like sometimes you get to that 30-minute point and like the friendship is just like blooming. So it's like, why would I cut that off? Like I need to keep the friendship going and them to feel comfortable. Like we were just vibing so much in that call. Like she was going over all these incredible ideas with me that I'm just so excited about. And for an hour, but that hour is so worth it to me because now I know everything that she wants on the day. And yeah, it just makes the whole process more seamless. I have to write up some notes. I'm going to send through her quote and then we will go to the office. I should go to the gym also. We have arrived finally to the factory. This is no longer following my face. Do I have to do this every time? I'm going to make lunch and then we are going to get stuck into editing sneak peeks. Obsessed with these at the moment. Sometimes water just doesn't cut it. And I love bubbles. Oh my God, is this the wildest thing ever? Green olives. I'm predicting I may lose some people at this stage of the video. But it's what this game's all about, isn't it? Showing your true self and filtering out the psychopaths that don't like olives. Okay, I'm procrastinating. Lunch. Doing that thing again where I keep looking at my hair. We're gonna have to put it up. Okay. I'm over here. Thank you. I wish you could see this. Whatever, it's not gonna look that pretty. Psyllium husk, good favour. Suddenly this photography business channel is turned into a food channel. Trust me, this is as far as it goes. I am the worst cook. Not the worst cook, I'm the laziest cook. I don't like recipes, I don't like being creative in the kitchen. I'm creative 24/7. So the idea of having to then be creative again in the kitchen, my brain is not interested. How do can someone tell me how I stop that from happening? Surely I don't need to like stop recording, press record, stop recording, press record. That's way too much admin for me. I bought this little gimbal thing to make my life easier, you know? I've got the best cameras, but it doesn't do this. That's why I bought this. Just gonna do it again. Damn. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Got ya. I usually like to have these done by lunchtime, but I was so dead this morning. I had a little bit of a lie-in and just had a bit of a slow morning. I needed it. Yeah, I'm pretty notorious for burning myself out, doing too much, getting too stressed, and then my glands will get swollen and then, you know, it's all pretty much downhill from there. So 2026 is the year I listen to my body. Whatever that means. Oh my God. Honey all over my chin. You don't need to say that. I'm up here. Subject lost. Yeah, no shit. All right, camera bag. Earphones, because I am a podcast addict. Phone, laptop, lunch. You're gonna have to go in my pocket so I can grab my drink. Here she is. Oh, other way. Our little office. Now we're currently a little bit all over the place. This table is normally in the center of the room. Due to personal circumstances before the end of the year,
we had to make some rearrangements. Won't talk too much on that topic because I'm pretty sure it was highly illegal. Eyebrows. I've got this real funny thing with my eyebrows. If they're fluffy, I can't stand it. First thing is first, where is the aircon remote? There. It's fucking hot. I really wanted to start my year with a fresh hard drive, you know, not have like my 2026 weddings mixed into another hard drive. I was meant to buy one on the way, so I forgot. Peanut butter. Stuck. This lighting isn't great. What's it like over here? Oh, that's better. Just to sort of walk you through the process after, like when I do the sneak peeks, I like to give a little highlight from each moment of the day. From yesterday, I reckon I'll end up with about 50 sneak peeks. It also helps me later when I'm editing the gallery, go through different lighting situations. Like sometimes I'll literally pick a photo for a sneak peek because I'm like, okay, if I edit that now in the certain lighting that was shot, because I've got quite a few that were in that light, then I've already got that preset ready to go for that section of the gallery. Now, I did have a second shooter with me yesterday. I've sort of added on second shooters to my 8-hour package just because, one, it's just so much easier for me because there's so much going on a wedding day. I want to capture it all, and there's certain moments that I know I would miss if I didn't have someone with me. Like, for example, this is something I do for my couples. Maybe this is not like a common thing, but if it's not, it should be. But when my couple come down the aisle and get to me, I always get them to turn around and like cuddle all their family and friends as like a congratulatory moment. It's very candid. People are often crying, they're laughing, they're so excited. Sometimes the bride and groom separate. So when they separate, I'm trying to get moments for both of them, hugging family, hugging friends. But if I've got the bride hugging dad, then maybe I've missed the groom hugging mum. So it's like, I don't want to miss that. I want both. So for that reason, I have made sort of having a second shooter is like a bit of a non-negotiable. Doesn't mean that they have to be there for the whole day. So I just make sure, like, if the couple want them there for the whole day, great. If they don't, then I'm like, well, I need them there for at least 4 hours because that covers like the essential parts. Ceremony, the cuddles after ceremony. During portraits, like when I take the bridal party away and the bride and groom away, my second shooter stays with all the guests because they're all dressed up. And let's be honest, how many times have you been dressed up for like a wedding or something and you didn't get a photo? So I make my second shooter stay at cocktail hour and then they get all the couples photos. If there's families there, family photos for them. All moments that the bride and groom also don't get to see because they're away for photos. I have a card from my second shooter, which I'll upload, but I generally don't add the second shooter's photos into the sneak peeks. Just because I know I got all the highlight moments. Second shooter's just there for the extra stuff. I upload it all, but all the sneak peeks just come from what I shot. New folder. I always do the date, Sarah and Michael. So they've got their own little folder. I make another little separate folder. Probably should be showing you this, but whatever. I can't be asked with the admin turning you around. I do a folder called Raws, and then in that folder I do card 1, card 2, card 3, blah, blah, blah. Then everything is nice and organized and in its place, ready to, oops, go. That moment, like clicking on the card and all the photos in there and just like waiting for all the photos to pop up so you haven't lost them. You like hold your breath for 2 seconds. Copy, card 1, paste. I thankfully have gotten a lot better with overshooting. I used to shoot something chronic, like 10,000 photos at a wedding. Something to look forward to if you're just starting and you're realizing how painful
The post-production, the culling, the editing, blah, blah, blah. You just take so many photos. There's so much to go through. It does get easier. The more weddings you do, the more intentional you become as a photographer. I think I used to have that, like, if I'm not shooting, it doesn't look like I'm working. So I'm just going to keep shooting so I look busy. So I'll just end up with all these pointless photos just because I felt like socially awkward to not be working while I'm being paid to be there. Because you're not shooting, if you feel like you need to be valuable, see if they need a drink, see if they need a glass of water. Do they need their makeup touched up before you take them away for photos? Is there a little flyaway? Have they got a little bit of hair sticking out? I always take like a little bottle of hairspray and like a comb with me if their hair needs to be fixed before photos. Like there's always value that you can add. If you're getting home from weddings and you've got 10,000 photos, it's okay. I've been there. I'm no fucking expert either. I'm just telling you how it is. Just stop putting pressure on yourself like I do every day. Yeah, just relax. You've got the best job in the world. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed me yarning to you while I feed my face for half an hour. I'll probably end up cutting all this out because the eating will give me the ick. If I go through it and it's valuable enough, I'll keep it in. Still hungry. I do have a pile of emails that I could get to while this is uploading, but inquiries at the moment are mental. Everyone's obviously like just come off their Christmas holidays and they've been talking about their wedding planning, blah, blah, and they're like, all right, cool. As soon as January starts, planning mode. And I'm just like, I just want to ease into my year, you know? I just want to ease in. I had, when my mouse decides to not shit itself, type in, so I use Showit for my website. That's where all my inquiries come through. Okay, so since the 1st of January, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there was one on Instagram, so 12. 12 inquiries since the start of the year. That's like, if I was to book every single one of those, that's like a quarter of my calendar full. More. Quarter? 30. Over a third. Whatever. She's not a maths teacher. She's a photographer. So, rack off. So yeah, I've got a couple more inquiries that are sitting there. Let's be honest, I will get to them because I hate those, you know, that little red notification icon. Is that like an OCD thing? Like what is, ooh, did you hear that? Card 1, done. You can exit the building. Card 2. Okay, this is the shittest mouse in the world. Copy, and how many is on this one? Oh, she's done very well. Okay, so 8-hour wedding yesterday. You're gonna die. Wow, these batteries don't last long, do they? Although I did record for an hour this morning. My last one was like 3,500. Card 1, card 2, 1,600. Whoa, did I shoot enough? So funny, you're like, the goal is to shoot less and be more intentional, and then when you shoot less, you're like, oh my God, I didn't do enough. No, babe, that's the point. That was the goal. What else do I want to chat about? If you got any questions, just leave them in the comments. You can message me directly. Is that a thing on YouTube? Beats me, but if you can, go for it. That's what this is for. The whole point of me making this series, as I said earlier today, is to provide the behind the scenes value to photographers that want to see what goes on behind the highlight reel that we all see on Instagram, you know? It's not all glamorous and Vogue and Versace. There's many, 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 many hours me sitting here doing this, emails, meetings, all of the above. But yeah, if I've got anything exciting going on for the rest of the week, Do I? Probably not. That's behind the scenes of the business, you know? It's not always fucking exciting. Also, please let me know if there's something else behind the business that you would like me to cover, or you would like to see the process. I have already had the idea of having someone come along with me to an engagement session, and I just want them to film the whole thing. I actually would love to just strap a GoPro to my head because I think that would be hilarious, and I may still do that. I've got a live workshop coming up this month, so I'll bring you along to me planning out the workshop, what I'm going to include in it. It's basically how I attract my dream client through Instagram. Majority of my inquiries come through Instagram, and all my clients are literally like my dream clients. I just landed a Santorini wedding this year from Instagram. So if you would like to land a Santorini wedding on Instagram, that's what my live workshop is going to be about, and it's on the 16th of January. I think I've got the link for this in my bio. If I don't, this is now reminding me to check, so it should be there now. And if not, then just reach out and let me know, and I will just send you a link to my Stan store. That's where the workshop will be. I'm gonna stop rambling now, get to work, hopefully finish in time to go for a little sunset walk, and I'll take you with me. Okay, we're back already because I've just come back and said, okay, I'm just gonna upload these photos and then just like send off the sneak peeks. I've not told you anything about what programs I use, how I go about picking the sneak peeks. I'm here to give you value. I've given you nothing. Terrible at this already, but that's okay. It's video number 1. I'm learning. We're all on this journey together. So I have uploaded all the photos now. My process is now very simple thanks to AI. Shout out AI, you are my new best friend. I actually chat to ChatGPT daily. I don't know if I'm the only one. If I am, that's wildly concerning. So I use a program called Aftershoot. Once that is culled, I export the culled photos straight into Lightroom. Then in Lightroom, I do like another little second cull. Not really, like it's more just for me to then scan through, because it'll end up picking maybe, I don't know, 500-ish photos. So it's just so much easier for me to scan through 500 photos than 5,000 photos and select my sneak peeks from there. I pop those sneak peeks into a little, what are they called? Smart collection on Lightroom. And then to edit, I use Imagen AI. So Imagen AI is another AI program, obviously, that has learnt my editing style. So because I have been able to inject so many photos into Imagen, because I've got so many galleries that I've done, through injecting all these galleries, it learns your editing style. Like you might have certain colors that you use, but like how do you change your lighting in certain situations? And do you use grain? Do you use texture? All of that. So it has learnt exactly how I like to edit for all different lighting scenarios. So when I inject those photos into Imagen, it pretty much nails my edit. I still take it back into Lightroom and do some final little tweaks. I might need to change some cropping. I do not get Imagen to crop. You can, but sometimes I like intentionally take a photo on an angle, like I wanted it like that, and it will change it. For that reason, I do all the cropping myself. And sometimes I need to, I don't know, remove objects from the background or whatever it is. So I do my little final tweaks in Lightroom, and then I send that to the couple. This should only take me a few hours now that I've got all these programs that help me out. It has honestly, this used to take me a whole day just for sneak peeks. So to do an entire gallery, I would spend a whole day culling, sometimes more than a day, because let's remember I used to take 10,000 photos. Then it would take me a whole day to edit, because I'd go through every single one, and I am a perfectionist. So I would spend like 5 to 10 minutes on each photo, which is just outrageous to think about now. These 2 programs have literally saved me 2 whole days. No joke. Could not recommend them enough. That is my process. Upload, after shoot, Imagen, Lightroom, Imagen, back into Lightroom. And then I send all my photos through PicTime. I love PicTime. It's so easy to use and it looks stunning. It looks so professional and beautiful. So then when they're looking through their photos, it's like, it's more of an experience rather than just like click open on like a Google Drive. Ooh. I want them to be able to scan through and everything's aesthetically pleasing, nice, beautiful white background, and it's just a better experience, you know? And then this is all, I forget like how many steps. I do this every day. So now that I'm having to explain it, I'm like, oh my God, what else do I use? Everything is done for my clients through Studio Ninja. So that's the sort of last little, I guess, program to add in to the process while we're starting from scratch, and I'm trying to give you as much value as possible. Every single process for my couples from start to finish is done through Studio Ninja. So that's like as soon as they inquire, those inquiries that I have sitting there, they're going to go straight into Studio Ninja, and if they become a client, then every single task, an email is sitting there ready to go to remind me what's due, when it's due, etc., etc. I've got another 13 minutes to wait until my gallery is culled, which is wild because I'm sitting here like just talking to you and my gallery is getting culled. What is this life with technology? I love technology. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to binge some of my favorite YouTubers while I wait for that. I love YouTube and I love podcasts. I just love people. I love watching people. Kind of sounds creepy. That's what I'm going to do. And then once that's done, I'll get to editing, send it off to the couple, and I should be done in a couple of hours. Simple as that. As we get into more and more videos, I will become better at being more efficient with giving you the information that you need. Thank you for your patience. Right, sneak peeks are all done. Took longer than I expected. There was a lot more good photos that I wanted to add than I thought I would. It's all part of it. I'd rather spend the extra time and know that they get a good little snapshot of their whole day. I'm just about to leave the office and go home, but I just thought I'd share with you this little hack that a friend shared with me. When I'm like delivering sneak peeks the next day, I don't always get time to go straight to my lab that I use for film. And I was just like leaving it in my office, sometimes leave it in my car, because I would think, well, that if it's sitting there, if it's sitting in my little console bit, that's going to remind me to take it to the lab. And my friend, who's also a photographer, saw them sitting in my car and she's like, how long has that been sitting there for? And I was like, oh, I don't know, a couple of days. And she's like, oh, you need to put them in the fridge. Apparently, keeping film in the fridge keeps them like from getting damaged. If you put them in the sun, they can get damaged. Also, apparently, if you put them in your bags, like when you're traveling and like they go through customs, the lasers can also ruin them. So, fun little hack. Film is going straight in the fridge and I will have time to drop it off tomorrow. If you are based on the Gold Coast, I use Lazarus Lab to develop my film. They're amazing. They're very, very helpful. When I first started, and still do, have questions and issues with film just because I'm learning, still, always learning, always a student. And they're always so amazing, so helpful. Highly, highly, highly recommend Lazarus Lab in Burleigh. They have multiple drop-off centres, but you can also deliver to them, I'm pretty sure, if you're not local to Gold Coast. Anyway, heading home now, going to have dinner, and then hopefully we squeeze in a little sunset stroll after dinner.